hoping that these two men might provide us with the same kind of drama that we saw in the first of the semi-finals this afternoon between Marco Fu and Northern Ireland's Mark Allen. And we were actually having a chat about the last players from the province to make it to the latter stages of this Masters tournament. They were, of course, Dennis Taylor and Alex "Hurricane" Higgins, who fought it out in a classic final in 1987.
The standard of snooker throughout the 80s was increasing all the time. Alex's glory years looked in the past. His last win was the UK Championship in 1983, and he'd started to develop a cautious and cagey game.
The 1984-85 season was a great one for me. I managed to win 2 ranking tournaments, including the famous one against Steve at the Crucible. But I had to wait to the 1987 Masters before I got myself back into a major final.
That looks to be a bit of a disaster for Dennis. He's attempted to clip the red thinner. Too thick on the contact, and he's cannon into a number of reds, and this has led to the opening for Alex.
One.
Tough shot.
What a difference that has made.
Well, the writing is certainly on the wall now. It's a cheeky one. That's a brilliant one.
Well, at 8-5, a lot of people thought it was all over. We both left the arena. A friend of mine told me that Alex's manager had ordered a dozen bottles of champagne to celebrate Alex winning his first tournament for something like 4 years. Well, that was all I needed, because I went back into the arena and I started performing.
This is probably his last chance in this match. He's played it perfect. It's still not that easy along the cushion. He's got to get position on the green. Obviously feeling the pressure, and he's mishit it badly. Higgins went for that. It's never over till it's over. Dennis Taylor looked out of it, but with a fighting 44, and later the black. He stays in the match. He still trails by 2 with 3 to play. Alex Higgins leads by 8 frames to 6. One Dennis Taylor. Now Higgins has gone a shade ragged, just as Taylor did in the last frame. Looks like he's pulled another one back. Higgins was 3 up with 4 to play. He must be resigned now to being only 1 up with 2 to play.
Alex Higgins is a great competitor,
21.
particularly under stress. Well, he's missed it.
21. Alex Higgins.
23 points ahead, only 18 points left. And that's not for long. Alex again has to wait. We now have the 17th and final frame to play.
14.
Just looking at my watch, it's about 14 minutes to 1 in the morning. And who knows who's to pick up that first prize of £51,000. There's the trophy that goes with the money for the winner. Magnificent gold trophy. Dennis has won the last 3 frames. Alex under terrific pressure now. He's been looking for the 1 frame he needs for the last 3 frames. Oh, there must be a little leprechaun in that pocket to keep the cue ball out. One must offer commiserations to Alex. He's played so brilliantly throughout this tournament and indeed in this final. But it wasn't to be. And Alex comes forward, congratulates Dennis, who at his 10th attempt becomes the master of 1987.
Well, I had some great battles with Alex Higgins down the years, but that 1987 Masters will stay in my memory forever. That was one of my greatest wins in the game of snooker, and to do it against the late and great Hurricane Higgins is something very, very special.
This match finished at 9 minutes past 1 in the morning. The only final to finish later was the Grand Prix Championship in 1985, where I got revenge on Dennis Taylor at 2:14 in the morning.
2:14 in the morning. We've had some late ones recently, boys, but I tell you what, Dennis Taylor loves a comeback, doesn't he?
Fantastic. And all in Timmy Mallett's glasses as well.
They are totally ridiculous when I look back at them now, Ken, aren't they?
I don't know how he played with them, to be honest. Looks like 2 jam jars at the end of his nose.
But great to see the Hurricane there, obviously, and very sadly we lost him last year. Yeah. But he was like a caged animal when you see him there, sitting brooding in his chair, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was amazing the concentration he kept on the player as well as the table when they were at the table. But he was a fascinating character, and the reason why I took up the game, why I wanted to be a snooker player, was when I watched Alex Higgins play. He was just so influential at the time. You know?
Plenty of anecdotes about him. I'm sure he was a real hero of yours, wasn't he?
He was a great hero of mine, and I think one of the iconic moments of snooker down through the years was when he won the World Championship and the baby came out and the tears coming down his face. But the first time I met him, I was working in Goffs as an usher, and one of my jobs was to get a drink for Alex, and he said to me one time, he said, "Okay babes, if I ask you for an orange juice, that's a vodka and orange juice. If I want a vodka and orange juice, that's a double." And so on. Anyway, it was triples of quadruples by the end of the night.
Yeah, he was some man, wasn't he?
First time I met Exhibition, Sandown Labour Club, went on my bike, about 14 I was, drove up there, got the best seat in the house waiting for him. He was late, and he turned up with 2 blondes on his arm, twins. And he come up to me and went, "Hey kid, can I have that chair for my sisters?" Now I was only 14, but I knew they weren't his sisters.
Stop, lest we go too far, shall we? We can talk all night, I'm sure.